We want our cattle to get fat on our land. We do not want the fat removed to feed others. When elephants fight, it is the grass that suffers. One small twig, combined with others, makes a bundle.
Nalubale, Africa's largest lake, and the largest lake in the tropics, Nalubale is perhaps more widely known by its English name, Lake Victoria. This body of water was the lifeblood of Buganda. Kabaka, the kings of Buganda, sent their war canoes across the lake on devastating raids, creating a lake-based empire that was on the rise when the British took power in 1884. In the 1800s, the ecology of Nalubale was rich and varied, hosting a variety of fish, fowl, and animals such as hippopotamuses, crocodiles, and otters. Cichlid fish were notable as Nalubale hosted hundreds of species, many of which remain undescribed. Unfortunately, Nalubale was the victim of a devastating ecological catastrophe. After Nile perch were introduced to the lake in the 1950s, they took over the ecosystem, pushing a mass extinction and subsequent disruption of the water chain and food cycle. It remains a testament to the destructive effects of seemingly small changes in complex systems. Bloedabalo. Buganda military strikes, or Bloedabalo, were rapid, devastating affairs. A fleet of 200 or more war canoes and 100,000 infantry could descend on a lakeside town and plunder it in minutes. Through these raids, Buganda expanded its power. It was an expansion its rulers felt was necessary. By the late 19th century, Muslim trading circuits were making inroads into East Africa, and European colonialism was also making its first forays into the area. Buganda military were lightly armed with spears. They focused on speed and surprise. Guns arrived in the latter part of the 19th century as connections with Turkish-controlled Sudan and Swahili traders increased. Nyanza. The Great Lakes of Africa are where humanity first came into being. The Nyanza lakes were formed during the tearing of the Great Rift, a cracking of the African tectonic plate that raises mountains and forms valleys running from Ethiopia south to Mozambique. Some lakes, such as Nalubale, Lake Victoria, drain into the Nile. Others drain west into the Congo. And Lake Malawi feeds the Zambezi, forming the heart of most of Africa's vital river systems. Some of the lakes, such as Turkana, feed into nothing and have developed unique hydrologies. In Turkana's case, the lake is highly alkaline. Ganda and other Bantu people have long relied upon the Nyanza as sources of food, irrigation, transportation, and interconnection. This is especially true for Nalubale-based groups, where the lake forms Africa's largest inland fishery.